There is a tower in the middle of the Iranian desert. Outside temperature, 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Walk inside the house connected to that tower. The air is cool, still, quiet. No compressor, no refrigerant, no electricity anywhere in the walls. That tower has been doing this for over 2,500 years. It costs nothing to run. It needs no maintenance, and the physics behind it is so simple that once you see it, you will not be able to look at your air conditioning bill the same way again. I'm Gick, and this is the Malkoff, the wind catcher they replaced with a $20,000 cooling system and forgot to tell you why. Here is what is happening inside that tower, and it is simpler than anything you learned in school. Hot air rises, cold air sinks. You already know this. It is why the top floor of your house is always hotter than the basement. The Malkoff uses this exact fact to move air through a building without a single moving part. Here is how. The tower stands tall above the roofline, 5 to 8 meters high in Iran, sometimes higher. It opens at the top, facing the direction of the prevailing wind. Wind hits the opening. Wind is forced downward through the tower shaft. It travels into the rooms below. As the air travels down the shaft, it passes through thick clay walls. Those walls stay cool, even when the outside air is 110 degrees. The air touching those walls cools down. It arrives in the room below, measurably cooler than the air that entered the top. Meanwhile, the hot, stale air already inside the house has nowhere to go but up. It rises. It exits through a separate opening on the opposite side of the building. Fresh, cool air in, hot, stale air out, continuously, all day, all night. No electricity, no moving parts, just hot air rising and cool air sinking, the two most reliable forces in physics. Now, let me give you the real data. The University of Technology Malaysia published a peer-reviewed analysis of wind catcher performance across multiple hot, dry climates. In Yazd, Iran, one of the hottest cities on Earth, wind catchers consistently delivered interior temperatures 5 to 15 degrees Celsius cooler than the outside air. That is 9 to 27 degrees Fahrenheit. In hot, dry conditions with moderate wind, the cooling effect was measurable within minutes of the wind picking up. Science Direct published a field study monitoring a real functioning wind tower in Yazd with temperature sensors, wind sensors, and continuous data locking. The system delivered consistent air movement and measurable thermal comfort improvement with zero energy input. Wind catchers have also been installed in more than 1,100 schools in the United Kingdom, documented in passive cooling research, providing thermal comfort without mechanical cooling systems. This is not ancient mythology. This is documented, measured, published in peer-reviewed journals, and running in buildings right now on 3 continents. The earliest evidence of wind catchers comes from Egypt, 3,300 years ago. Buildings had thick walls, few windows facing the sun, and openings designed to pull prevailing wind into the rooms below. Persian engineers refined this into the Badgir, the wind catcher, by the 5th century BCE. The city of Yazd in Iran became famous for its forest of wind towers, still standing today. What made Persian wind catchers remarkable was not just the tower itself, but what they combined it with. Underground water canals called qanats brought cool groundwater beneath the buildings. Some wind towers directed air across these underground water channels before delivering it into the rooms above. The result was not just ventilation, it was active cooling, evaporating water into the moving air and dropping temperatures further. And then air conditioning was invented. Yazd got electricity, the wind towers were abandoned, the knowledge stopped being passed on. Not because the towers stopped working, because there was now something to sell instead. Now, you do not need to build a 5-meter clay tower in your backyard, but the principle scales down into something any homeowner can apply with basic materials and a weekend. Here is what a simplified modern version looks like. A roof vent stack, a simple insulated duct running from a shaded north-facing intake down into the interior of the house. The intake is shaded, so it pulls in cool air rather than sun-baked air. The duct is insulated, so the air stays cool as it travels down the shaft. The stack effect does the rest. Hot interior air rises and exits through high ceiling vents or a ridge vent left open on the opposite side of the building. Those three rules are the entire system: a shaded, insulated intake, a path for hot air to escape, and the two oldest forces in physics doing the rest for free. Now, let me give you the real data. The most frequent questions on this channel: full blueprints, step-by-step installs, zero guesswork, real physics, not internet guesses. The complete off-grid guide is linked in the description below and pinned in the comments. And if you have a question about which system fits your home, there's a free consultation. Just ask. Link is in the description. Pinned comment has it too. Now, back to the wind catcher. Here's what you need to know before you build this. The Malkoff and its modern versions work best in hot, dry climates. In humid climates, the incoming air already carries moisture, and moving humid air through a building can feel uncomfortable even if the temperature drops slightly. This system also depends on wind. On still days with no breeze, the stack effect alone provides limited airflow. Combining this with a ceiling fan on still days restores the movement. And the cooling effect is moderate, 5 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on your climate, wind speed, and how well you have shaded the intake. This is a supplement, not a replacement for air conditioning in extreme heat above 105 degrees Fahrenheit in humid conditions. But for every mild to moderate summer day, and for nighttime cooling in almost any climate, this system runs for free every single day for the life of the building. No service contract, no refrigerant refill, no electricity meter ticking. 3,300 years ago, Egyptian builders figured out that hot air rises and cool air sinks. They built their homes around that fact. No electricity needed, no contractor required. The Persian engineers refined it into towers that cooled entire cities in one of the hottest environments on Earth. And today, wind catchers are being installed in schools across the United Kingdom as a documented, peer-reviewed, energy-free cooling solution. The physics never stopped working. The knowledge just got replaced by something someone could sell. If you want to pair this system with the $300 buried pipe that pre-cools your incoming air to 55 degrees Fahrenheit, combining both systems drops your cooling needs by more than most people believe is possible. That buried pipe video is already on this channel. Link is right here. I'm Gick. Build it. Test it. Nature solved this problem 3,000 years before your electricity bill existed.